Day 2. Former post office chief denies PR influence in mishandling miscarriages of justice. Former post office chief executive Paula Vennells, while testifying at a public inquiry, denied that her decision not to review potential miscarriages of justice over a decade ago was influenced by a public relations advisor. However, she acknowledged receiving advice from the post office's then head of communications, Mark Davies, regarding the potential media implications of such a review. Horizon Scandal, a decade of lost justice. In July 2013, Vennells, who led the post office for 9 years, declined to initiate a review that could have exposed the Horizon IT scandal, which led to wrongful convictions and prosecutions of branch managers. This decision, she admitted, could have prevented a lost decade for those affected. At the time of her decision, Vennells was aware that Gareth Jenkins, the Fujitsu engineer behind the Horizon system, had withheld crucial information from the courts regarding software bugs and was considered an unsafe witness. Media concerns and limited review. Despite this knowledge, Vennells did not order a full review of the approximately 500 cases involving alleged false accounting by post office operators. Instead, a limited review was initiated after receipt of a critical report by Second Sight, a fraud investigation firm. Davies messaged Vennells expressing concerns that a broader review would exacerbate media attention beyond the usual suspects covering the unsafe convictions. In response, Vennells stated, "You are right to call this out. And I will take your steer, no issue." She subsequently emphasized the importance of managing the media as the most urgent objective. Lead counsel at the inquiry, Jason Beer KC, characterized this perspective as grossly improper, to which Vennells agreed. PR advisor's influence denied. Beer questioned whether Vennells had maintained contact with Davies after leaving the post office in 2019. She confirmed that she had and that they had exchanged messages regarding media statements and strategies around the public inquiry announcement. However, she denied that her decision not to review the miscarriages of justice had been solely driven by her public relations advisor. Regarding an email in which she suggested using the word exception in press releases to describe computer bugs, glitches, and defects, Vennells apologized but denied any intention to suppress information. Mediation scheme and compensation concerns. Following the Second Sight report, the post office abandoned plans for a full review and instead launched a mediation scheme to address complaints. Internal documents revealed that this approach was intended to take the sting out of the issue as a media story. Vennells' August 2013 email expressed concerns about potential victim compensation resulting from the mediation scheme. She inquired about managing expectations and the range of compensation amounts that might be offered. Lack of recall and alleged cover UPS. During the emotionally charged first day of evidence, Vennells largely maintained her composure as Beer questioned her about the decision not to launch a forensic investigation into the unsafe convictions. She repeatedly stated that she could not recollect specific events and denied any knowledge of a conversation recounted by the post office's former general legal counsel, Susan Crichton, on the eve of a July 2013 board meeting. Crichton had testified that she informed Vennells of her belief that there would be many successful claims against claims arising from past wrongful prosecutions. Vennells responded, "I don't recall that," adding, "would not cover anything up." Internal criticism and disclosure delay. Crichton faced internal criticism for commissioning the Second Sight report. In a memo, Vennells accused her of prioritizing her legal integrity over the interests of the business. 5 days after the email exchange between Vennells and Davies, the Criminal Cases Review Commission, CCRC, requested information from the post office about any knowledge of Horizon system faults. Vennells claimed that she passed the correspondence to Crichton and did not instruct any lack of disclosure. Beer asked Vennells if the right and honest thing for the post office to have done would have been to immediately inform the CCRC about Jenkins' questionable evidence. Vennells agreed but acknowledged that this information was not disclosed for years and years.